So after preliminary screening, that means after filtering the right candidates on the basis of the application, we move on to step 2, that is selection test. Okay. Now, one thing I would like to tell you over here, most of the times when people like write the process, na to kya likhte hain? The first step in the selection process is preliminary screening. It means this and this. फिर आएंगे selection test पे, फिर कहेंगे the second step in the process. आपको आप प्रोसेस बता रहे हो तो आप ये क्यों बोल रहे हो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप, दिस इज द सेकंड स्टेप? इट्स प्रीटी ऑब्वियस. और पीपल से आफ्टर प्रीलिमिनरी स्क्रीनिंग दिस टेक्स प्लेस, फिर कहेंगे आफ्टर सिलेक्शन टेस्ट दिस टेक्स प्लेस. दैट्स अ स्टूपिड वे ऑफ आंसरिंग. इट्स से लाइक इट सीम्स लाइक यू आर ब्लफिंग द एग्जामिनर. डोंट ब्लफ द एग्जामिनर, जस्ट टेल व्हाट यू नो. So moving on to the second step, selection test. So this step involves having or choosing the best candidate on the basis of various selection tests. Now, what are those various selection tests? Let me see if I have them on the screen or not. I'm not very sure. Yes, we do have them. So ये important है आपके लिए समझना, क्योंकि यहाँ case study based question आ सकता है that identify the kind of test involved or what are the various kinds of tests that will be taken. So when we talk about selection tests, there are 5 tests that are in our syllabus. The first one is intelligence test. अब आपको इसमें क्या याद रखना है ना बेटा? So this is a psychological test. तो पहली चीज तो आपको ये करनी है. So intelligence test is a psychological test. Why psychological बेटा? क्योंकि दिमाग की बात हो रही है. So obviously we are talking about the psyche. So it's a psychological test, and the purpose of this test is to check the IQ, the intelligent quotient level of an individual. Now, how will you check the intelligence quotient? By checking the person's learning ability and decisions and judgment. We simply say that intelligence test is a psychological test taken to judge the IQ, that is intelligence quotient, that is the decision making ability and judgment ability of a person. Okay. Then aptitude test. What is aptitude test? It is conducted to know the aptitude or the ability of an individual to learn new things, right? So it helps to know the potential or the ability of a candidate to learn new things, so that हमने पढ़ा था ना career planning and promotion कि इसका कितना लंबा करियर जाएगा. अगर ही कुछ नया सीखना ही नहीं चाहता है, he is happy with where he is and the skill set he is, so that means this is not the kind of candidate organizations actually look forward to. So aptitude test tells us about the ability or the potential of an employee to learn new things so that he is able to perform better in the future. Then comes personality test. So personality test is conducted to find out the emotional side and the mindset of, the values, the ethics and attention span of an individual. So personality test, it relates to intelligence. Please stop annotating. Aptitude, attitude and interest. So इतना अगर ये सब आओगे तो confusion हो जाएगा. तो personality test क्या होता है? Personality test is taken to understand the emotional side of an individual, that how he reacts to a given situation, his reactions, his body language, his communication skills, all that comes under personality test. Then comes the trait test. So what is trait test? It is a test which is taken to test or check the existing skills of an individual. So let's say if I have come to give the interview of a football coach, so whether I can play football or not, whether I know everything about football, football ground, football's history, its future, how do I plan to take it in the school, all that will come under trait test, right? So it helps to measure the level of knowledge and proficiency in the area of profession and technical training. तो आपने जिस जॉब के लिए अप्लाई किया उसमें आपका लेवल ऑफ नॉलेज एंड प्रोफिशिएंसी क्या है, दैट इज चेक्ड इन ट्रेड टेस्ट. एंड लास्ट इज इंटरेस्ट टेस्ट. इट इज कंडक्टेड टू फाइंड द interest area of a candidate. This will help the organization to identify what kind of a job should be offered to the candidate. Okay, so this is very, very important for you to understand. एक बार फिर से समझ लीजिए, intelligence test is a psychological test which checks the intelligence quotient, and intelligence quotient is checked by decision making ability and judgment ability of a person. Aptitude test is taken to check the ability of an individual to learn new things so that the organization knows how he's going to perform in the future. Personality test is taken to check the emotional side, to check the presence of mind of an individual, his personality, his communication skills. Trait test is taken to check the existing skill set, existing knowledge or knowledge about the existing job for which the individual has applied. And the last is interest test to find out the jobs or the areas in which an individual is interested, so that the right job offer can be made. So going back, सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस में पहला है प्रिलिमिनरी स्क्रीनिंग, सेकंड है सिलेक्शन टेस्ट, सिलेक्शन टेस्ट के बाद आता है एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंटरव्यू, दैट मीन्स पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. सो दिस इज अ one-on-one interview taken usually by a battery of people or by the managers with the candidate. The purpose is to know, to find out how good actually the candidate is in the real sense, because it's very easy to write glorified resumes, especially with the help of AI tools now. But actually, in-depth conversation with the candidate to know his background, to know his aspirations, to know what he wants to do in life, what he's seeking for, उसकी जो personal objectives हैं वो क्या हैं, उससे हमें employment interview लिया जाता है. और obviously उसका intelligence quotient, उसका confidence, उसका body language, वो सब भी employment interview में सामने आता है. So preliminary screening, selection test, employment interview, checking reference and background check. So now what is this reference and background, reference and background check? Every employee is asked to provide at least 2 references. Now, what are these references? References means the data or the phone number or the information about the people with whom he has worked in the past. The purpose is to talk to these people and check whether the information provided by the candidate is authentic, genuine, right, or not, right? So this is your reference and background check. Then selection decisions. Once it's found that the information provided by the candidate is right, then selection decision is made. कि हाँ भाई इतने steps हो गए, अब हमें decide करना है which position do we want to offer this candidate. Once that decision has been made, medical examination takes place, which means that the candidate will be asked to get a medical certificate from a doctor appointed by the company. The purpose is to get a candidate who is not only mentally but physically fit also, so that the organization doesn't face any problems later on. And then comes job offer. In this, appointment letter is given to the candidate. So job offer means offering the job to the candidate, whereby the position at which he is to join, he is being appointed, the date from which he is supposed to join the organization is given. It's not very lengthy. It's a very simple letter where say we are pleased to inform you that you have been appointed in our organization at the post of so and so. You are supposed to join the work from this date. बस इससे ज्यादा डिटेल्स कुछ नहीं होते हैं. So that's your job offer. And last is contract of employment. Contract of employment is a detailed do's and don'ts of an organization. That means the terms and conditions of joining. Now, job offer, that is appointment letter, and contract of employment, both are given in duplicate copies. One copy is signed by the candidate and is kept by the organization, and one copy, that means the original copy, is taken by the candidate. Okay? So this is our selection process. Any doubt, anyone? Last, we come on to training and development. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था जब हम बात कर रहे थे ट्रेनिंग की. So training is a process of increasing or sharpening the skills of an individual at a current or a future job. So training is always job oriented. जब आप किसी एक काम को करने के बेहतर तरीके सीखते हैं, that is called as training. And what is development? Development is a process of overall growth and learning, which may or may not be related to the current or future job. For example, if I'm learning, French language, or I'm learning AI tools, or I'm learning skating, that is development. How I'm evolving, or I'm doing a course in, let's say, spirituality or something, that is development. So training हमेशा short-lived होती है. Development is lifelong journey. Training prepares the employee for a particular job. Development prepares an individual for life, right? So we say training is a job-oriented process, where development is a career-oriented process. What do I want to do in my life? Right now, I'm at this position. Where do I want to reach in future? उसके accordingly, मैं कुछ नई चीजें करती रहूंगी. That is my development. All right. फायदा ट्रेनिंग का दोनों को होता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को भी और एम्प्लॉय को भी. नाउ दिस टॉपिक, माय डियर बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टेक फ्रॉम हियर. आई हैव अनदर So ये वाला जो टॉपिक है हमारा बेनिफिट्स ऑफ ट्रेनिंग फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दिस आई एम गोइंग टू पुल अप अनदर डॉक्यूमेंट, वी आर गोइंग टू डू इट फ्रॉम देयर, दैट इज एनसीईआरटी बुक. And benefits to the employee we can do from here. Why? Because there's a reason. वो points वहां पे सही नहीं दे रखे हैं और एनसीईआरटी बुक में कोई हेडिंग्स नहीं दे रखे हैं बेनिफिट्स ऑफ ट्रेनिंग के. So better career options, and then this is very simple. So benefits to the employees will be if an employee is trained, then obviously he will have better skill set. He will be able to perform better than his competitors, and that is why he will have better career options. Since he will be performing good more than his efficiency in a skilled manner, that is why his earning capacity is also gonna increase. There will be lesser chances of accidents because he knows how to work. So he's not experimenting around. He knows he's qualified to work. And it increases the morale of the employees because, once you are trained time and again, you are being given, the latest trends in the organization, you're being taught, your morale always go high. So your satisfaction level and the morale also goes high. Methods of training pe aane se pehle, I will stop sharing this document. And as I said, I'll share with you another document quickly. You can see this. This is a PDF of your NCERT book. And here we have the merits of training to an organization. So training is systematic learning, always far better than hit and trial methods, which lead to wastage. So it says that training saves or helps in optimum utilization of resources as there is no hit and trial method. Second, it enhances the employee's productivity in the terms of quality, quantity, and overall experience also. So it improves the quality, quantity, the productivity, and the profitability of the organization. The third point says training equips the future manager who can take over in case of emergency. मैंने आपको बताया था training is not always about the current job, it's also about the future job. So training makes the people become ready for the difficulties or the situations they might have to face in future. Then fourth is it increases the employee morale. अब ये जो point है बेटा, ये दोनों के लिए फायदा है, organization के लिए भी और employees के लिए भी. So it increases the employee morale. तो employee का morale बनेगा तो organization में वो खुशी खुशी आएगा, काम करेगा, stability of tenure बना रहेगा और absenteeism कम रहेगा. So that's a benefit to the organization, that there will be a feeling of a sense of belonging, and the employees will stick to the organization. And the last one is it helps in obtaining effective response. That means it helps in keeping or making the employees abreast of the technological changes taking place. So it helps in making the employees ready according to the changing business environment. So आप देख रहे हैं एनसीईआरटी में हेडिंग्स नहीं दे रखे हैं, तो जहां पे भी एनसीईआरटी में हेडिंग्स नहीं दे रखे हैं, you are free to write or not to write the headings. With that, I go back to my original PPT and we will hit the last topic, which is methods of training. So there are two methods of training: on the job and off the job. On the job is very clear that while doing the job, you are learning. Like if I talk about my job, I am teaching, and while teaching, I keep on learning. कितनी सारी चीजें होती हैं जो रोज क्लास में स्टूडेंट से ही सीखने को मिलती हैं. And also we learn simultaneously, like we have training sessions in between the classes also. But classes के बीच में ये नहीं होता कि इधर मेरी क्लास चल रही है और ट्रेनिंग चल रही है. I'll leave the, so if I have my training, I will not have my regular classes that day. So then it becomes off the job because I'm going and learning something new and then bringing it back to the job. तो on the job में क्या होता है, आप करते जा रहे हैं और सीखते जा रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको कुकिंग सीखनी है तो आप किचन में जाएंगे और करते जाएंगे और सीखते जाएंगे, धीरे धीरे करके आपको सीधे करना आ जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कोई कुकिंग कोर्स करने जा रहे हैं पहले. एंड ऑफ द जॉब में क्या होगा, फर्स्ट यू विल लर्न हाउ टू वर्क, वंस यू बिकम प्रोफिशिएंट देन यू विल कम. So on the job training वहां होती है जहां पे the resources are not very expensive, where we know that the person is going to learn while doing only. He will make certain errors in beginning and then he will learn. जैसे अगर साइकिल चलानी सीखनी है बेटा तो साइकिल चला के ही साइकिल चलाना सीखोगे, उसके लिए कोई तुम्हें डमी साइकिल नहीं दी जाएगी, right? But off the job में क्या होता है, where the resources, whether it's tools or equipments or machinery or raw material, when it's expensive, when it is sophisticated, then it is कि भाई पहले रफ में सीख लो और उसके बाद आप actually fair में आके काम करना. So on the job training, I have already told you what it is. Now there are three types of on-the-job training. One is apprenticeship, then internship, and the third one is induction or orientation. So what is apprenticeship program? Apprenticeship program is the one where the learners or the trainees are placed under a master craftsman or a skilled manager, and they learn and observe from the skilled master craftsman, and once they have learned, they start doing it. So I repeat what it is. It is an arrangement where the trainees are placed under a master craftsman and they keep on learning while doing the things. So this is generally done when we are talking about ITIs. ITIs यानी जहाँ टेक्निकल वर्क होता है वहां पे ये ट्रेनिंग चलती है. जैसे प्लम्बर है, इलेक्ट्रीशियन है, आयरन वर्कर है, तो ये देखते हैं कि काम कैसे और साथ में काम करते करते उसको इम्प्रोवाइज करते जाते हैं और बेटर होते चले जाते हैं. राइट. Then what is internship? Internship is also something like apprenticeship, but difference क्या है? Apprenticeship में we are talking about technical work. Internship में we are talking about intellectual work. That's the difference. So apprenticeship technical and internship is intellectual work. So internship is an arrangement between the professional institutes and the colleges and universities which want their students, their learners, to apply the theoretical knowledge in a practical manner. So in this arrangement, what happens is the candidates or the trainees, they are put under the qualified professionals in the real life situation. They are sent to work in factories and organizations and corporates and banks. And there they put their theoretical knowledge into practical aspects and learn how to work under a senior. अब इन दोनों ही केसेस में बेटा कोई सैलरी नहीं मिलती है ट्रेनीज को, बट दे आर गिवन अ सर्टेन टोकन मनी, लाइक काइंड ऑफ अ पॉकेट मनी, विच इज कॉल्ड एज स्टाइपेंड. द अब इसमें क्या होता है, एक तरीके से अगर प्रैक्टिकली असली बात बताऊं तो इंटर्नशिप में इतना काम करवाया जाता है ट्रेनीज से, इतना कि वो लोग सोचते हैं कि भाई यही काम करना पड़ेगा, कि हमारी जिंदगी में यही होने वाला है, इतना काम उनसे करवाया जाता है. पर बेनिफिट क्या है कि उनको दिस इज द टाइम वेयर दे लिटरली हैव टू स्लॉग बिकॉज दे आर इन द लर्निंग फेज. इफ दे स्लॉग नाउ दे विल बी हैप्पियर लेटर. और जो आपके प्रोफेशनल्स हैं उनको एक अच्छी वर्कफोर्स मिल जाती है हु विल बी वर्किंग देम फॉर ऑलमोस्ट नथिंग, एकदम काइंड ऑफ फ्री. So that is apprenticeship and internship. And then the last one is induction or orientation, जो हमने पहले भी पढ़ा था. So this is a process or this training familiarizes the new incumbents with the culture of the organization, with the working of the organization, with the people around, with the colleagues and the systems of an organization. So the purpose of this training is to, make the people understand the organization and the work style, and then make them so that they're comfortable working over there. The point is to make them comfortable. And the last one of the job training is learning before doing. कि भाई पहले सीखो और फिर आके काम करना, वरना तुम सब कुछ बिगाड़ दोगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप जैसे टीचर्स के लिए बीएड ट्रेनिंग होती है, सो बीएड मीन्स यू हैव टू गो एंड टीच इन द डमी स्टूडेंट्स, not in actual colleges, like actual colleges in the sense you are given schools where you will go and teach. So the point is कि पहले क्लास में जाके पढ़ाना कैसे है वो सीखो और फिर क्लास में पढ़ाने जाओ, क्योंकि बिना सीखे अगर क्लास में पढ़ाने जाओगे so you will treat your students like guinea pigs and you will not be able to deliver the results. So students is not some experimentation material. You first learn how to teach and then go to teach. So that is also an off-the-job training, or BEd. So here we have only one training, which is called as vestibule training. Now, I don't know how many of you know vestibule. Vestibule is the connecting rubber body that connects two coaches of a train. अगर आपने ट्रेन में ट्रैवल किया है, मेट्रो में ट्रैवल किया, तो आपने देखा होगा दो कोचेस को कनेक्ट करने के लिए एक रबर का क्यूबिकल काइंड ऑफ बना होता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ वेस्टिब्यूल. तो वो ट्रेन का पार्ट है भी और नहीं भी है, राइट? So vestibule training means duplicate model. So in all the positions, in all such places where expensive, sophisticated, intricate tools, techniques, machinery, technology, raw material, etc. is used, there an environment which is quite similar, a dummy model, I would say, a dummy model of the original machine, etc. is prepared, where the trainees are trained first to do the work. And once they become perfect, they become proficient, and efficient in doing their work, then they are handed over the right kind or the original machines, etc. So for example, अगर हम बात करते हैं एक लोको पायलट की, लोको पायलट जो इंजन चलाता है, तो उसको आप सीधा इंजन में बिठा के भेज नहीं दोगे कि चलो जाओ चलाते चलाते सीख जाओगे, पता चलेगा रोज एक्सीडेंट हो रहे हैं. सो पहले उनको अलग ट्रैक्स पे लोको पायलट्स की ट्रेनिंग करवाई जाती है. वंस दे बिकम परफेक्ट, उनको सारे सिग्नल समझ आ गए, सारी इमरजेंसी कंडीशंस डील करनी आ गई, कोच को सॉरी इंजन को अच्छे से चलाना आ गया, देन दे आर मेड टू गो टू ड्राइव द एक्चुअल ट्रेन. Similarly, if I talk about diamond polishers और पीपल हु कट डायमंड्स, अब आप उसको सीधा डायमंड नहीं दे दोगे कि लो बेटा काटो, काटते काटते तो सीख ही जाओगे. इस सब्जी काटने की बात नहीं हो रही है कि आलू प्याज नहीं कि काटते काटते सीख जाओगे. डायमंड इज डैम एक्सपेंसिव. तो उनको पहले ग्लास दिया जाता है, वो ग्लास पे कटिंग एंड पॉलिशिंग सीखते हैं. जब वो उसमें प्रोफिशिएंट हो जाते हैं तब उनको एक्चुअल डायमंड्स दिए जाते हैं. दैट इज वेस्टिब्यूल ट्रेनिंग. So the first question is asking, suggest how the supervisor, by increasing the skills and knowledge of workers, can make them handle their work, independently. What are we talking about over here? Which aspect?
Training.
Absolutely, Aryan. It is training because we are talking about increasing the skills and knowledge of workers. And also state any 3 benefits that the workers will derive by the decision of the supervisor. Abhi humne padhe hain 3 advantages or 3 benefits of training. You can write any 3 over here. Next, we move on to, I think I need to decrease the size a little so that it fits one screen. Yes. Again, the above discussion is indicating an important function of management. Name the function of management.
Staffing.
Obviously, but how do we come to know? It says,
The organization is very happy and they discuss.
yeah, the employees of this organization are very happy and they discussed how they came in contact with this organization. Aman said that he was introduced by his present sales manager. What are we talking about? Are we talking about staffing over here?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a staffing, but what is the sub-function of a staffing?
The sources.
Function is a staffing, but which element of a staffing?
External or internal sources.
It is what, Vita?
Recruitment.
Absolutely, it is recruitment. So question आपसे पूछ रहा है function, तो function तो staffing है for sure. But if you are smarter, please write staffing dash लगा के लिख दीजिए recruitment. Okay, so the management function identified in first above follows a particular process stated. Okay, so which process are we talking about? The answer to the second one is recruitment. So the function is staffing. The second one is recruitment, and third comes identify the source of the process identified in the 2 above. So now we have to tell about the sources. So you are going to tell me about the sources. It says, Aman said that he was introduced by his present sales manager. Hanji, kya hai ye?
Campus recruitment.
No.
Recommendation by employees.
Absolutely.
Recommendation.
It's recommendation by existing employee. He was introduced by his present sales manager. Recommendation by existing employee. Mr. John Benu said that he had applied through the newspaper and was appointed as HR manager. Ye kya hua?
Advertisement.
Yes.
Advertisement.
Advertisement. Is it advertisement or is it media advertisement?
Advertisement.
So this
Media
is
advertisement.
because there are 2. One is TV advertisement and one is media advertisement. So this is media advertisement or advertisement, you can say. I would prefer you call it as media advertisement. Then Vaibhav said that he was neither related to any of the employees of the organization, nor there was nor there was any advertisement.
Campus recruitment.
Then he was directly called from IIM Ahmedabad.
Campus recruitment.
Campus recruitment.
Very good. This is campus recruitment. All right. Let me check my. Okay. So this is the kind of question, beta, the third one, which I was discussing with you earlier. Question says, identify and state the next 3 steps for choosing the best candidate out of the candidates shortlisted. किस process की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे?
Recruitment.
Selection process.
It is the selection process. क्यों? Because it is about choosing the best candidate out of the candidates shortlisted. Right? Recruitment is inviting everyone to apply for the places or to fill in the places. But here we are talking about selection. So Nishant, the director of a garment company, is planning to manufacture bags for the utilized. आप पढ़िए उसको अपने end पे, मैं भी पढ़ती हूँ जरा क्या है. See, so what has been given?
Ma'am, first two step is given.
He wants 4 different heads
Scanning.
of sales, accounts, purchases, and production. He gives an advertisement and shortlists 10 candidates per post after conducting different selection tests. So what has been done? What has been done over here? He gave an advertisement
Preliminary
and
screening and
shortlisted
selection
10
test.
candidates per
Preliminary
post.
screening has been done.
I could not hear you, beta. What has been done?
Ma'am, preliminary screening has been done.
Preliminary screening हो गई है.
And selection test also.
Absolutely, right? So he says that he gives an advertisement and shortlists 10 candidates per post. That means preliminary screening ho gayi hai. And 10 posts after conducting different. So preliminary screening and selection test is over. You have to give me the next 3 steps. So preliminary screening, selection test, uske baad kya aata hai?
Employment interviews,
Very
reference check, then
Employment
selection decision.
interview, reference and background check, and then selection decision. Those 3 you are going to give me. Now, also you have to identify and state. बेटा state का मतलब सिर्फ heading लिख के नहीं आएंगे, आपको इसको बताना पड़ेगा, explain करना पड़ेगा, okay? So state does not mean just write down that way. So you have to tell. So when you are writing about, employment interview, just write because it's for 3 marks. No, it cannot be for 3 marks. Or last part to hai nahi. So so let me tell you, if it is identify and state, just at least write 1 sentence over there. So when you're writing employment interview, you'll say it is one-on-one interview taken to have an in-depth conversation with the candidate. Bas itna likh denge and you get your 1 mark. Advise the company about any 3 types of selection tests, describing each in about 20 words that may be used for selecting the desired technicians they are talking about. So what is the question? You can just read through. You have to advise the company about any 3 types of selection tests, describing each in about 20 words that may be used for selecting the desired technicians. Remember, we are hiring technicians over here. So what will be the first test which is damn important?
Trade test.
Ma'am, trade
Trade
test.
test.
Trade test. सबसे पहले trade test आएगा. So trade test is taken for what purpose?
Knowledge
Existing
about
knowledge.
different
Skills of
skills.
the person.
Evaluate the current situation.
Okay. Can we have the raise of hands over here, or one person can speak at a time? Otherwise, it will be a complete mess. है ना? So I have opened up the chat box here. So I would like to see raise of hands. Yes, Namya.
Ma'am, the knowledge of the field of work.
Absolutely. To check the knowledge and existing skill set for the position or the job applied for. ये तो लेना ही पड़ेगा. उसके बाद 2 और बताइए आप. Who please a raise of hands.
Aptitude test.
Raise of hands, please, Aryan, Tanushree, everybody. I'm so happy that you are so eager to respond, but a raise of hands would help. All right, Tanushree, there you go.
Ma'am, interest test.
Okay, please explain what is interest test.
Ma'am, when a person is more interested in one job than another.
Oh, not exactly. That's not how we define it, that he's interested in one job than another. Aryan, would you like to improvise it a little? What is interest test about?
To know the more interest of the person rather than what he is doing.
Okay, we say interest test is taken to analyze the interest areas of an individual so that an appropriate job may be offered to him. Okay, interest. So, you listen, not other than what he is doing, we'll say to know the interest areas of an individual. So, okay, interest test would be taken. And what will be the third test that is really important over here?
Aptitude test.
Aptitude. Okay, absolutely right. So I have someone by the name of JRK Yadav. Would you please mind explaining what is aptitude test? if you would really.
Ma'am, aptitude test.
Yes.
Ma'am, aptitude test just sees the person ability to learn new things.
Yes, aptitude को हम word क्या use करेंगे? The ability. The ability. So aptitude test analyzes the ability of an individual to learn new skills. क्योंकि अगर उसको नहीं भी आता है लेकिन वो उसके अंदर ability है तो उसको हम नए skills को सिखा सकते हैं. Here you can see the question is about name and explain the internal or external sources of recruitment which have been used over here. So we do have questions like this, and boys and girls, this is not an exceptional worksheet. You can go to internet. There are n number of worksheets available. मैंने आपको बताया था apps भी हैं, उसमें भी आपको questions मिल जाएंगे. The only thing is you need to solve questions. तो आपके पास कोई भी sample papers हो, कोई भी होगा, उसमें आप कीजिए जरूर. लेकिन please do apply your knowledge.